Pleasure being here again, sir.
Always good to have you.
Thank you.
Cabo. To the blissful marriage of man and nature.
Okay. So, people have been here from different parts of the world for almost 9-10 days. What was this about?
Actually, 15 days.
15 days?
Some people came in.
Right.
About 5 days before, and they said they wanted to have a good seat. And I had to tell them that it's the entire resort. There's not going to be a good seat. You're not going into a cinema or a theater. You basically coming to experience the entire resort.
Right.
But I tell you, what is interesting is the fact that a lot of people came from different cultures.
Right.
Rwanda, some Ethiopian, the USA, different parts of Africa, and those that are here in Nigeria. What, for me, has been most rewarding is that looking at all the cultures, I see tremendous similarity.
Right.
Yeah.
The fried plantain, basically done the same way we do it here and Cote d'Ivoire. So it's been an extremely rewarding experience.
Okay, Otunba, let me know, because you know you're a very creative person. I want to know what really learning all the condiments of IPADA. What inspired the idea? What
Exactly.
What really pricked you into coming up with this concept?
You know, I think I was feeling sorry for the continent of Africa.
Okay.
A father that have 55 children
Right.
that are not claiming him. That have basically abandoned him. Before colonialism, you didn't have Nigeria, Ghana. You just had the kingdoms of Africa.
Right.
So, to myself, when we are abroad, when they see you, what they see is an African.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They did a survey in the USA, and the young graduates they interviewed to name 5 African countries. Out of about 25,000, only 2 of them could name 5 African countries.
Moses.
Wow.
You can imagine, they have absolutely no clue. All they know is Africa. I remember when I was in the university, they would ask me, can you please, is it possible, can I take the I-95 to Africa? I-95 is a highway.
Yeah.
They drive all the way to
I
Africa.
said, okay. I said, yeah. When you drive past I-95 and you keep going, you get to Africa. And after that, you find yourself in China. Then you keep going, then you get to... But jokes apart, we can't really blame them.
Yeah.
What have we done as Africans
That's right.
to show and to educate them? It is our role as those in the continent to create a platform for them to come. I had a lady that came it's an IPADian. We call the returnees IPADians.
Right.
Yeah. And she said that all the cultures they were learning in Trinidad and Tobago was all Yoruba culture. And that it was when she got to Nigeria that she knew that Yoruba is in Nigeria.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
That she was shocked that, Yoruba is in Nigeria.
So it's a learning curve.
A learning curve. So what you find is, I basically felt that we need to take advantage of that
right.
We need to stop Ghana for Ghana, Togo for Togo, Nigeria for Nigeria. We need to put everybody under. If we combine all the cultures of the continent of Africa, what are we? 55 countries?
Yeah.
We are on about 30.3 million square kilometers of area. We have 1.5 billion people in the continent.
Wow.
I mean, if you combine all those cultures, Nigeria alone, almost 400 cultures.
That's right.
If you combine all those cultures and all the attractions in the continent of Africa, all the other 6 continents put together,
They can't
compete with us. It's
right.
impossible. You know, the British have just one culture, the suit culture. That's what they use to go to parties. That's what they use to go to events. We have different cultures, different way of life.
Right.
Between people in Modakeke
Right.
and folks in Ile-Ife.
Right.
Cultures are different.
Absolutely.
And they live side by side for years, you know.
Oh, yes.
They live side by side for years. So when you have such diversity, our focus should be to present it as a united force. Through tourism. You know, when we play football, we're not really united. As a matter of fact, we hate ourselves with a passion. Look at what happened between Nigeria and what's this country?
No,
not Nigeria.
Libya.
Yes. Look at what happened. I mean, that is not brotherhood. That is not what we need. But you see, Azonto will be created in Ghana. You see, Amapiano will be created in South Africa. And you see Nigeria take both and run with it. And took charge of it. and explode it to the world.
That's right.
Because we are the
products.
Exactly. It then becomes a continental product.
Absolutely.
Until we do that. Okay. Let's play with some numbers. Just here in 2023, Saudi Arabia got a total of 100 million
Dollars?
visitors.
Okay.
You know, in 2023, they came up, in 2020, they came up with an agenda 2030 to have a total of 100 million visitors by 2030.
Into Saudi Arabia.
So they brought in sports tourism, leisure tourism, spend a lot of money. Guess what? By 2023, they already have 100 million visitors.
Whoa.
Now they're gunning for 250 million. Now, if you look at these folks, they have maybe maximum 10 people in diaspora.
Yeah.
We in Africa, we have almost 1 billion in diaspora.
Yeah.
We have about, I'll give an example. We have, I think, about 35 million in the Caribbean. We have 56 million in the United States of America. We have 180 million.
Wow.
No, between 120 to 180. They've not really gotten the actual figure, but not less than 120 million in Brazil. In the Americas, you have 380 million. Africans in diaspora.
Also.
And they're all looking at how to connect with the continent. They are looking at how to go. So with all that diversity that we have and the population we have in the diaspora, and you have a Saudi Arabia doing 100 million visitors, the whole of Europe combined in 2023 did a total of about 707 million.
Otunba,
yes.
let's come in the shade.
Of course.
But
Of course.
I need the vitamin D now. This is the time to. It's past. It's past.
I've been
okay.
monitoring it.
Otunba,
I always,
I know that Europe control majority of the tourism spend.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
707 million. What did they do? They created a Schengen
That's right.
visa. So once you have a Schengen You can go all over Europe. So it makes it very convenient for everyone.
Right.
If someone is coming to Africa now, they come to Ghana. They now need to get a visa to Nigeria. They get a visa to Togo.
Benin.
They get to Benin.
That's a bit cumbersome.
It is.
But tell me,
No. Think about it. Think about it. If we can only close our eyes and create an African visa, just close our eyes.
That's right.
So that you get one visa for the
takes you around.
continent.
anywhere
Anywhere in Africa.
So why is that hard to get?
Why? Because
leaders.
we're not thinking about it. You know, something can be right under your nose.
You won't
But
see
you
it.
would see.
You will see it if it hasn't occurred to you.
That's right.
It just has not occurred to us.
That's right.
Now we have over 1 billion in diaspora. The African American economy alone is $1.7 trillion. If we tap into just 5% of that, we give them a visa and we tell them that once you get this visa, you can visit South Africa, Rwanda. Look at what Rwanda has done.
I'm telling you.
Okay? You don't need a visa to go to Rwanda. You just go in there,
On the spot, on arrival. Yeah.
So, think about 707 million for Europe. Europe is small. If we can unite as one and create what I call an African supermarket where you can shop
For any country of
for any
choice.
country of your choice.
Now, so
Be North, East, West, Center, and then you get one visa
that takes you
that
to
takes you to anyone. Oh my
I think
goodness.
it's worth
That'll be
considering,
How
really.
can-
I believe.
I was going to ask, how can other countries, every African, whether in the diaspora or on the continent, tap into Project IPADA?
You see, what we've got to do is what we have done.
Right.
It's taken 3 years to create the platform, to get the president to accept to be the grand patron, to be the chief host and grand ambassador. And of course, he's also the chairman of ECOWAS.
Right.
We have done it. We have created the infrastructure. We've created the platform. For example, Rwanda is hosting us in February. We're going to go to North, East, West, Central Africa. I hope you come with us.
Sure.
Everywhere we go for the IPADA Crusade.
Is IPADA Crusade?
I mean, in the Caribbean, in the Americas, you know, I believe very strongly that that is what we just have not done. Look at all that have come. Look at Omowale,
Yeah.
I mean, tapestry
DNA.
for 7 years. There is DNA that can tell you specifically
Where you
the
come
tribe you are from
on the continent.
on the continent. So when you have created a platform, it's like planting a tree.
Yeah.
Different birds will perch.
Right.
Absolutely.
Different people will eat the
Different
fruits.
people will eat the fruits.
Yes.
That's what we just have not done. You know, it's always been about, oh, come to Badagry only. It's always been about, oh, come to the door of no return or return.
Yeah.
It's always, and then Nigeria is the only country that can galvanize the continent of Africa and say, all of you come to Africa through Lagos, through Abuja. We have a deep sea port now, the second deepest in the world. So these folks can come from what we refer to as from slave ships to cruise ships.
Yes.
Can you just,
You bid that.
Leka, think about this for a minute. Can you just, from slave ship to, think about this for a minute. You jump in a cruise ship. I know you've gone on a lot of cruises.
Yes.
And every room in that cruise ship have African design, African painting.
I know, that is what is missing in all our cruises.
Wait, no, I'm just describing this particular one. So it has, we're seizing a whole ship and we're Africanizing it. So the man that is selling artifacts and crafts will display there with the price in dollars, in pounds.
Oh, yes.
The musicians will be all African musicians. authentic African live music. You know, they have different stages.
Yes.
Sure.
The films will be only African films from Northeast, West, Central Africa. The culinary, the food will represent North, South, East, West, Central Africa.
And people who want jewelry.
Jewelry can buy.
Find it.
Make
Now,
your hair.
can you? We have a section where we have wadi,
Yes.
where they are plaiting your hair for you, and then you move all the way from the Caribbean and you land at Lekki Port. Can you imagine that experience, an African experience of music,
That's
of
okay.
dance, of food?
It's awesome. It's awesome.
You know, and our focus is no one is going to patronize your anger. No one is going to patronize your registered wrong, Norse animosity that, 400 years of intimidation. No one is going to do
So
that.
what?
Oh, so what? Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, our forefathers did that. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
That's right.
Sorry.
Let's move
right.
on.
Mabinu, let's move on.
Then that's
But think about in the whole world, Neka, in the whole world, you have only 18 million Jews.
look at what they
That's all.
Yes.
And they are shaking the entire world.
Oh, yes.
And as far as they are concerned, none of them is talking about the Holocaust.
It's in the past.
Yes.
They don't have time for that.
They've moved on.
You know, they have a saying, they have a mindset that never again
Yeah.
will you
That's
do
it.
that. Never again.
Again.
Absolutely.
So you act.
You act. It's not to, but we have the best of culture, music, dance that they don't have. We have rhythm.
That's our weapon, soft
We have,
power.
That's the biggest power we have.
That's right.
Why have we not brought it to the world table and get them to patronize it? The Japanese did the same. They went to the US after the Hiroshima and they are buying up America today.
That's right.
But we are still crying like a baby. Like, you must give us something now.
Reparation. What's it called?
Reparation,
Do
they
you
call
see
it.
what Nigerian music has done to the whole world?
Billions of dollars.
And even the Americans are filing in queue to
Every
collaborate with our musicians.
Exactly.
Every supermarket, every shopping mall you go to,
Plays the
you'll be
Afrobeat.
hearing
Nigerian
Afrobeat.
music,
Yes.
Afrobeat.
That is how to get even.
Even the
That's how
Notting
to
Hill
get in.
Carnival. Even the
take
Notting Hill
over.
Carnival plays Nigerian
Now,
music.
yeah.
Right now, they do.
That's the only thing that sells. But let me warn you. I think we are losing sight of something. It's good for us to always go to yesterday to be able to understand what's happening today. Jamaica has 2.9 million people population. Every year now, they get a minimum of 4 million visitors.
More than
Almost
double.
double the size of their population.
That's right.
You know who gave birth to that? Bob Marley. Reggae music.
Yeah.
Music.
We forget that.
That legacy is unbeatable. Yes.
And I think that can happen in Nigeria.
It's the same thing in Africa.
Yes.
It's the same in Africa. If you go to a lot of people, I want to visit
I don't want to delve.
Bob Marley's home. I want to go and see Jamaica.
Yes.
For the music.
That's right. That's right.
We don't know the
It's
power
a
of
great
music.
place. Jamaica is
I
a
mean,
great place.
Fela has done great.
Fantastically great. If we had only embraced Fela a bit, embraced, not chastised him.
Yeah.
If we had only put
People would,
government infrastructure backing.
yes, the
for him.
people would come. Tomorrow, it's never late. Something can still be done. And also, do you know, in my own experience, we've been to countries like in New York, for instance. I see young girls saying they want to come to the home of Davido, the home of what's his name, the Port Harcourt guy.
Burna Boy.
I want to
You
come to the
Nigerians,
home of
they
Burna
want
Boy.
to come to Burna Boy. They want to
So
come home.
these things will bring them.
Yes.
They would come.
I landed in London recently.
Yeah.
And Prime Minister, I kind of a country, landed at the same time. Then I see a mammoth crowd. I said, wow, what a great welcoming for this Prime Minister. Then when I then saw Davido come out, the whole place went and go. That was who they came to.
That's right.
That's right.
They would come for
That's who they came for.
The power of
Celebrate.
I remember the other time in Barbados, this was like 15 years ago. in Barbados. A few students approached us. They said, "Oh, I heard you're from Nigeria." I said, "Yes." I said, "Please, I'd like to meet Mama G. I'd like to meet." They started naming our actors and our actresses.
That's right.
Did you come with their clips? We are interested. So
right.
you package a tour for those people. They would come. We have enough soft power to drive traffic to our country.
I visited the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda and the secretary that was they are very nice to me. There was the days of Mark Spencer at the time that he was the Prime Minister then. And I asked him, I said, I'll be coming back in about a month. He said, what can I bring for you? Nigerian movies, please. Nigerian movies.
No, I mean, you can that. Nigerian music, Nigerian movies, and now, can you imagine if Nigerian artists during their performances have the rare fabrics, our local fabrics on display?
They'll market it. People will
for
buy.
sale.
If you sit down and you think about it, for just a moment. You know that in life, the only time you have an absolute advantage is when you take advantage of your advantage.
All right, I like
I am copy King Sunny Ade song like ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ ẹ bá mi kíyèsí ọ̀rọ̀ it'll be a day.
This place hosted the world.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've been here from when we started just there. Before, that's after the camp.
Absolutely.
When we started here. Remember, we came with
of course.
And I've come again.
But you haven't changed.
Here.
You see, it's still the same.
Changed.
Yeah.
Maybe because of my African ornaments. So, and I see the upgrade in the rooms. I didn't go around all the rooms, but even where some of my staff and friends are staying, they said that there's been a lot of change.
Yes.
What went down? What went into all of this? And what challenges do you still face?
You know, in retrospect,
Yes.
when I think about it, and a lot of people take things for granted when they see, because when I retire in another 3 to 4 years, I'm going to look for people like me.
I'm not sure we will allow you to.
You know, well, let me tell you.
We'll have to decide.
Yeah. But I'll still be in the industry, but in a different manner.
Okay.
You know, in retrospect, when you saw a 26-year-old boy that came into the forest and camped to say he wants to build an authentic African-themed resort. Number one, he has never built a resort before. Number two, he has never managed a resort before. But he went in there with the gut
Instincts.
that this I can do. I can actually create an authentic African themed resort. And he began not knowing how he was going to fund it, how he was going to get staff to run it, and how the staff will understand the concept of what is in his head as a young, small boy. He has to first of all surmount the pressure of trying to get it through the elders, the owners of the land. You know, in Africa, when you are young, 26, you sit in front of 80-year-old, 70-year-old, 60-year-old, and you say you want 65 acres of land, you want to build a resort. The first asked you, they said, this little boy, he must be So it took them a bit of time to have that understanding. So you have to then understand that such ideas evolve. It's not like something you read from a book. It's not like you copying a Sheraton or a Hilton. When I finished my master's, it was in hospitality management at FIU. And
The Marriott's of this world then was like about 1,000 branches. Now they are like almost 3,900 branches.
All over the place.
And they are selling their cultures. And I decided that we need to create something. The best way to sell your culture is in hospitality.
That's right.
No, but you don't look at this place. Please don't cheat me. Let's
Let's keep
explore
walking. So when you look at that and you ask yourself that until we break this, now a lot of young people come here. They find out, some folks will say, no, the consortium of people built this place. And found out that was built by one man at the beginning. Now I have a powerful team around me. I believe that these are the kind of platforms we need to create for tomorrow's people.
Yeah.
Because when they see that, King Sunny Ade was making money playing music, a lot of people went into music.
That's right.
When you show prosperity, and that's what we've not been able to do in this industry, we've not been able to create and show prosperity
to inspire
more people. That is what we need to create, because we are jealous of ourselves. Everybody is looking at
Otunba becomes a competitor. They don't know where Otunba is coming from.
No, they have no clue. But I tell everybody that in the tourism industry, everybody have a PhD. They don't need to go to university. They have a PhD. Pull him down.
Okay, now.
Okay, by the way, we have Isaac and I have a secret name for you. We're going to share it with you today.
Okay.
And when I say it, you repeat after me.
Okay.
It's an Igbo name. It means, no, let me not tell you the meaning. It is Iko Tuonye.
Iko
Tuonye.
Iko Tuonye.
Yes. What it means is Ike is power. Otuonye is one man.
One man.
See, you know where we are? This is Iko Tuonye. The power of one man.
And his vision.
That's the name we've been calling you. See, each time I want to say, are we going to Otunba? I'll say, are we going to Iko Tuonye? It's you we're talking about.
Yes.
Because what you have done is what the likes of Marriott and all that come together.
Yes. To do. Yes,
I've been here for like
absolutely.
5 days and I've had tremendous time. I've interfaced with people from other countries. I have eaten food. I have drank coconuts, water.
Better than the pillow sucks you in.
Yes. And I think
And when you come out to take a walk at night, Otunba, I was really
the
enjoying
music.
this light.
The lights.
Yes. For me, it's new because the last time I
Yes,
came,
it was.
wasn't here.
Yes, yes.
And it was just amazing.
This is what I'm talking about, progression.
Yeah.
Every tree will have a rope light around it. So we're growing it little by little.
It's a
So that
great idea.
at 2 a.m. in the morning, you can sit outside.
Yeah.
You can see, without the light in your face.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very soft.
it just illuminates the place softly.
And then if you stand here and take a picture, the whole place is...
It's
I can't even explain it.
alive.
It's alive.
When the Japanese ambassador Akio Tanako came, he was sitting around on me, and I said, "Why the grass?" He said he has never seen grass grow on sand in his life.
Oh,
We take it
that's
for
another
granted,
remarkable thing.
but I don't think anybody takes note of
I
it.
was just saying the other day, see how these things are growing.
Yes.
How
You can't
does
eat
it
artificial,
do
but
it?
it's real grass.
You know,
Real grass.
people, I mean, they buy artificial grass. But
This
this
is-
is natural.
Yes.
And then if you go into our forest, we call it the white forest.
White sand forest.
White sand forest. The forest the floor is all white. So what we were doing then, because I know the idea is to build this for tomorrow's people. And then we start building unique things. Let me show you. If you look at the longest pole, I know that anybody can beat a longest pole. But we talked earlier about take advantage of your advantage,
Advantage.
right?
Yes.
So I decided that, okay, I'll build the longest pool, and we are going to be making noise about it being the longest pool in the world.
Yeah.
So I decided to add with
a wine bar. So if you build one that is about 10 times the length of this, I'm not competing with you. Until you have a palm wine bar. And then if you then decide that, oh, you'll be coming to Nigeria every day to buy palm wine, no problem. It's good.
You're most welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otunba, you see, because of this and a lot of things we cannot talk about today, because we intend to come again, your interview is going to be like in series.
Surely.
We actually have something to present to you.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. We are all very excited to be here today to present this award. This is an award from Goge Africa Award for Tourism. And I'm going to hand this to, I'm going to let you make the presentation. Here you go. You should read the award. And
it's my pleasure to read and present to our dear fearless builder, Dr. Otunba Wande Akinboboye, the award of Goge Africa, which says Tourism Connoisseur. This award is proudly presented to Otunba Wande Akinboboye in recognition of your exceptional efforts in promoting African culture, heritage, and tourism on the occasion of Goge Africa's 25th anniversary. Very well done. Blessings.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm touched.
You deserve it. After all these years, we have looked and we have seen that you are most deserving of an award as a tourism connoisseur for all that you do for Nigeria and Africa at large. Congratulations, sir, at the occasion of Goge Africa's 25th anniversary ceremony.
Thank you so much. We received awards from different people, different organizations, but an award from Goge Africa is truly an award.
Thank you.
I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you. Wow.